Live. I guess when there's too many thoughts for a simple Facebook post, we got to go live. And so I'm sitting in the parking lot, which is unusual. I don't like to do live feeds in the city. I like to do them out in the woods, or at least as close as I can get, as long as I have reception. Anyway, so no one's here, so I'll start talking to myself like I usually do. Oh, Angel's here. Hey, Angel, how's it going? How's the move? So, I was thinking earlier about, like, how do we allow ourselves to fit into a world that's like you can't fit into, right? So the delusions perpetuated by linear mindset, colonized mindset, mainstream society, whatever you want to call it. Those delusions are delusions. They're not real. It's not sustainable life. So how, once we realize this, what are things that we can do to help ourselves, align with that? Because we have to be in it, right? We have to work for change. We have to be in society. But how do we keep ourselves, on the road to sanity and on the road to sustainability? So some of those things that I do is I look for parallels in the natural world and what sustainable societies had, and try and find parallels still present in our society now. So, like, one of them is, back in the day, when everyone was living sustainably, people, we went out and we did things for the community. We went out, we hunted, gathered firewood, gathered food, hunted, these kind of things, and then brought them back to the community. And that's kind of still present with our job, so now it's a job, so not quite as cool as hunting and fishing at all, but at this point we kind of got to take what we can get. So if we say that, that's our way to, that part is still present, so when we go out to our job, that's our going out. I've also thought about it like going out, like, the eagle leaving the nest and going out and getting food and bringing it back, and so some of these things, at least for me, help me kind of align and grasp onto that sustainable aspect, the bit that's still left, and that kind of gives me strength to do that. Let's see here. So that's that part of it. There's the job and the work, and work is still good. There's a physical component there. There's a mental component there. Again, not as cool as hunting and fishing, but still being engaged with work. If you can, separate the idea that, we're cogs in a wheel, or that, we're slaves to the system and that kind of thing. That's true. Okay, that's true. But at the other part of that, and that's what we're trying to break out of, but the other part of that is that in work, there's still good things. And if we engage our mind, it depends on what we think about. We can think about the bullshit, or we can think about ways to get out of the bullshit. We don't want to just sit here in our mind going, oh, we're stuck in this bullshit. No, we want to be like, I'm getting out of this bullshit. And I'm thinking of ways to, bring more light into life, and to, break the system and to break through the system, and how to go through it, because that's about the size of it, and if we look at, some of our best examples of leadership, Trudell, Means, Banks, all worked in the system. They knew the system. They knew how to work the system, and they kept their integrity, and they kept an eye on the big picture. And so that's what I'm saying. We gotta work in this system. For warriors, that's the front lines. That's the battlefield. We have to go to it and we have to engage it. And that's why I'm a big proponent of business and sustainable business, and as relates to trade and those kind of things. So again, if we can, find ways, like to connect with that sustainability while we're in the system, then those are things that can kind of help us, give us that little edge, or take the edge off. And so I just want to kind of put that out there. All right, I guess that's all I got to say about that for now. Have a good day.